Alright, so welcome to the video for lesson number 2 on solving rational equations. So to be able to solve rational equations, we have to do two different things. Now in class, I know we didn't really do a lot of cross multiplying, but example number 1 is an example where I probably would cross multiply. The reason why is it would be kind of hard to figure out what the common denominator is, even though we really could. If you think about it, the common denominator is going to be the product of these two denominators. And when we cross multiply, that's what essentially we're doing anyway. So if I go through and rewrite this, it would become 3 times 4x plus 3 divided by 2x plus 1, 4x plus 3 is equal to 5 times 2x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1 times 4x plus 3. So the denominators no longer matter, so then I could distribute, so I have 12x plus 9 equals 10x plus 5. Subtract your 10x to the other side, subtract your 9 to the other side, and we wind up having 2x is equal to negative 4, or x equals negative 2. Check to see that it's not an extraneous solution. It's not, because undefined values are negative 1/2 and negative 4/3. So that's my solution. Let's take a look at 2. So for 2, the first thing I want to do here is factor this. So that becomes b plus 3, b minus 3, which winds up being the common denominator. So the first fraction is going to become 7 times b minus 3 divided by b squared minus 9. That's what the product of this is anyway. Plus 5 times b plus 3 divided by b squared minus 9. I don't really care about the denominator, so we're just going to kind of do it as simply as possible. And the last fraction has a common denominator ready, so I don't have to change anything. So now, for those of you that are still kind of shaky on this, we're circling this part because that's exactly the equation I'm going to solve. So my equation winds up being 7b minus 21 plus 5b plus 15 equals 10b. Combine some like terms, I get 12b minus 6 equals 10b. Subtract 12b to the other side so the b's are together. And I have negative 6 equals negative 2b, or b equals 3. Now that's great, and that is a solution, but unfortunately it makes this fraction here undefined, and this fraction undefined. Therefore, this winds up being an extraneous solution. So the answer for b is actually no solution, because this is extraneous. Let's take a look at 3. If I factor this expression, this becomes x minus 8, x minus 4, which winds up being our common denominator. So the first fraction is going to change to x times x minus 4 divided by that common denominator, minus 2 times x minus 8 over that common denominator, equals negative 3x plus 56 over that common denominator. Rewrite this and distribute, so I have x squared minus 4x minus 2x plus 16. Remember, when you distribute there, you're distributing this negative 2 to both. So the negative 8 and the negative 2 become positive, equals negative 3x plus 56. So now I got to get everything set equal to 0. So first combine some like terms. And then move some terms to the other side. Whoops. So we have x squared minus 3x minus 40 equals 0. So now we have x minus 8, x plus 5, and we get answers of x equals 8 and x equals negative 5. Again, 8 winds up making the fraction here and here undefined, so that becomes an extraneous solution. So our final answer is just a solution set of -5. Let's take a look at the last one. This one's a little bit different because of the 2. 2 really, remember, is a rational number, so it's over 1. So when I make a common denominator, the first fraction has the common denominator, the second one doesn't, and the last one does. Write out your equation. So I have 4x minus 2x plus 6 equals 12. 2x equals 6, therefore x equals 3. I know I'm skipping algebraic steps, but you should be able to do some mental math at this point. So this x equals 3 is extraneous because it makes these two undefined. Therefore, this is extraneous solution, and there is no solution to this equation. So empty set. Remember, no solution, I could even just write no solution, or I could even put the empty set symbol, 0 with a slash through it. That's your homework assignment. All right, hopefully this video helps. If you're confused about any of this, we are going to kind of practice the skill tomorrow. As you can see, the title of the next lesson is Solving Equations Again. The ones in tomorrow's lesson are a little bit more challenging than today's. Hopefully this video helped, and good luck.